Besama Ab, well, where Mefeskedus Aduam like Amen. Besama Ab, well, where Mefeskedus Aduam like Amen. Besama Ab, well, where Mefeskedus Aduam like Amen. Good morning, blessed love. Yet a break for cure, blessed love. Yes, so on with the reading, chapter 11 of Exodus. Give thanks for these few words. Yahweh spoke to Moses, I will bring yet one more plague on Pharaoh and on Egypt. Afterwards he will let you go. When he lets you go, he will surely thrust you out altogether. Speak now in the ears of the people, and let every man ask of his neighbour, and every woman of her neighbour, jewels of silver and jewels of gold. Yahweh gave the people favour in the sight of the Egyptians. Moreover, the man Moses was very great in the land of Egypt, in the sight of Pharaoh's servants, and in the sight of the people. Moses said, This is what Yahweh says. About midnight I will go into the middle of Egypt, and all the firstborn in the land of Egypt shall die, from the firstborn of Pharaoh who sits on his throne, even to the firstborn of the female servant who is behind the mill, and all the firstborn of livestock. There will be a great cry throughout all of the land of Egypt, such as there has not been, nor will there be any more. But against any of the children of Israel, a dog won't even bark or move its tongue against man or animal, that you may know that Yahweh makes a distinction between the Egyptians and Israel. All the servants of yours will come down to me, and bow down thousands themselves to me, saying, Get out with all the people who follow you, and after that I will go out. He went out from Pharaoh in hot anger. Yahweh says to Moses, Pharaoh won't listen to you, that my wonders may be multiplied in the land of Egypt. Moses and Aaron did all these wonders, but Yahweh hardened Pharaoh's heart, and he didn't let the children of Israel go out of the land. For these few words I give thanks, blessed love. So a very short chapter, probably maybe one of the shortest since starting reading these Bible chapters. So it says this is the final plague, and it's a terrible plague, the killing of the firstborn of every family in Egypt. But God says that he will not kill the firstborn of any of the people of Israel, only of Egypt, and across all the house of Pharaoh. And then a great wailing will come across the land of Egypt. So it's a heartbreaking plague. Pharaoh has resisted time and time again to let the people go, even though he promises to. And as we saw yesterday, quite difficult kind of balance. But God is punishing Pharaoh for his stubbornness. Again, as I say yesterday, it can be interpreted that God is causing Pharaoh's stubbornness, but I don't believe it's that. But there is this battle of wills and strength going on between God and Pharaoh. But God can see what's happening. He said at the beginning, he will not let you go. He said, this will be the last time. After this one, he will let you go. And he's not only going to let you go, he's going to drive you out, because this plague now of the firstborn sons, of the firstborns dying in every household is so terrible that all the people are going to uprise and make the Israelites go. They're not just going to be let go, they're going to be pushed out. So God can already see what's happening. And that is part of the hardening the heart narrative, that he can already see what Pharaoh's going to do. So he's then punishing him for what he's going to do. But at the same time, it still makes difficult reading, because we know that innocent people are being affected by Pharaoh's stubbornness, really. But from here on in, and just looking at chapter 12. Chapter 12 tomorrow is quite a long chapter, but it's setting the scene for the people of Israel being led out of Egypt by Moses and Aaron, and then into the promised land. And then for some of the big epic stories of the Bible, in terms of the Ten Commandments and the parting of the Red Sea, etc., that's to come quite shortly in this book. But I won't expand on it more now here. There's a lot of echoes between the last few chapters that have been quite similar in terms of this tussle. But, just holding faith in God, that we see Moses doing and Aaron doing, and the people of Israel doing. They're under extreme dire circumstances, but they're holding their faith in God, that God is going to liberate them, and see a promised land over the other side. So, what better message for us all, just to hold on to God, to faith, to hope, and that we know that better days will come. So I give thanks, blessed love. Have a blessed day, God willing, and more tomorrow. Give thanks.